Foodie hi and welcome. I'm Anna the Keto Foodie and today it's Foodie Friday. Yay! And today is curry week. Yay! But my friend, it is also a sad time in this kitchen because it is the last video that I'm making for curry week. Sadness. Sadness really, because I've got a bunch of other ideas of stuff that I'd like to make. So much so, I could easily go another week. Not sure if I can live up to that though. But, you'll see some extras out there based on inspirations that I had this week. So keep watching. But for this week, this is the last one. And this one is a mild exit. Yes, we're going back for Indian. And it's chicken korma. Stick around. I'll show you how to do it. And I'll taste it for the first time myself. Yeah, I live dangerously. Yeah. Anywho, music time. Okay, so to start off this gorgeous korma, we're going to start off with 500 grams of chicken diced, 1 tin of coconut milk, 3 tablespoons of tomato paste or tomato puree, 30 grams of almond flour or ground almonds, 2 teaspoons of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ginger paste and 2 minced garlic cloves, 1 teaspoon of mild chili powder, you can use hot, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, and 3 cardamom pods. I'm really sorry for the state of my hair. That's what happens when I sweat, and I've done several workouts today teaching some staff. But anywho, back to the korma. So in a deep pan, I have melted 1 tablespoon of coconut oil over medium heat. I'm adding here 1 cup of minced onions or 100 grams of minced onions, and I'm going to stir that in, starting to coat them with the coconut oil. Next, I'm going to add in the garlic and the ginger paste. Once that's been added in there, stir everything up, coating it in that coconut oil, and you're going to saute this for about 2 minutes. You want all of the flavors and aromas, or definitely the aromas, you're not going to eat this yet, to really start releasing and getting into the air. So you're going to start to really smell the onions and the garlic and the ginger in about 1 minute, and then let it go for another minute after that. After a couple of minutes of sauteing, you're ready to add in your chicken. And when you do, give it an initial stir so that the onions, the garlic, the ginger paste, and the coconut oil start mingling and covering up that chicken and allowing it to cook. After that, salt and pepper your chicken. Now, I like using low salt because it's potassium based, and I also like using cracked black pepper rather than ground. It is up to you which you'd like to use. Now, stir that up again and let it cook for another 2 to 3 minutes. Once those 2 to 3 minutes are passed, you're ready to start adding in the rest of your spices. So go ahead and add in that cardamom, the chili powder, the cumin, add in the turmeric, add in the, there we go. Add in the coriander powder, the ground coriander, add in the cinnamon. Once all of the spices are in the pan along with the chicken, start stirring that up really nicely and making sure that the chicken is coated really well and evenly with all of the spices. Next, I'm going to add in just a little bit of water because by this point, the spices are probably starting to stick to the bottom of the pan. So we just want to deglaze it with a bit of water. So add in not even a quarter cup, about 1/8 of a cup. You just want to wet the bottom of the pan and to start deglazing the bottom of that pan and give this a bit of moisture. So keep stirring this up. The moisture now that's in the pan will help the spices to start to form a nice sauce rather than being dry right on the chicken. Next, we're going to add the tomato puree or the tomato paste, and we're going to mix this in. Now, I know this is a bit weird because we don't tend to think that there's tomato paste in a korma, because it tends to be, at least in Britain, it tends to be a light tan to almost a whitish, an off-white color. But most every recipe that I've researched actually uses tomato paste. And the amount of tomato paste is actually really up to you. If you want to take that down to a tablespoon of tomato puree, that's perfectly fine, and it saves you some carbs. Right. Once you've mixed that in, the next thing that you want to do is add in your coconut oil. Your coconut milk. I'm actually adding the entire tin because we love it really, really nice and thick sauce. You don't have to put the whole thing in. Actually, you can get away really nicely with half that tin, and it still get a good amount of sauce. But we're using the entire tin, so go ahead and add that in and start to stir. Now, if you remember my Indian butter chicken video, which I will link to up here, you'll know that I keep saying once you've added in the coconut milk, you're going to want to stir that up for a very long time because you're going to wonder where in the world the tomato paste went to. Just keep stirring and be patient. Right, now the last ingredient we're adding in is the almond flour, and this will help to thicken it up and give it a nice silky smooth consistency alongside the coconut milk. Okay, it is looking fabulous already, and we still need to let this sit and saute for another 10 to 15 minutes. So give it a final stir before you put that lid on and bring down the heat to a simmer. Put the lid on and let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes, and at the end, oh my goodness, guess what happens? Okay, the korma is done, and again, I'm tasting this for the first time here. I have not done this before, so first thing that I want to do, because I'm doing it in here, and again, liquid, so I can't really tip it too much. But one thing that I do see, and I see it in the pan as it sits, it's a nice thickness, nowhere near as thick as the massaman curry that I made yesterday, but it's got a nice thickness to it. It kind of clings onto stuff. So very nice. So let me go ahead and try this. Oh dear God. Hold on. Oh. Excuse me. I'm back. Oh dear God. This is awesome. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. No curry powder was harmed in the making of this video. And this tastes like it has curry powder, you know, that korma curry powder, but it doesn't. And it's nice and silky smooth. And it's nice and warm, but it's mild. And oh, this is what a korma should be. Oh my God. Oh my God. Really, seriously? Seriously. If you do not make any of the others that I put up this week, you need to do that one. You need to do that one. I'm sharing the love with you right now. You need to do that one. And then get back to me, comment down below, and go, yeah, I made it. Because you're going to love this. That is beautiful. And you know what? It's funny because I didn't think it was going to turn out. Because, you know, you've got to taste it while you're cooking it. And I'm like, something about it. It's kind of there. But then kind of not. You need to let it sit. And you need to let it simmer for those 15 minutes. Oh, I can guarantee you it's all going to come together at the end. That is awesome. Oh, anywho. Okay, moving on. Let me just turn off the cauliflower rice. And you'll notice I made cauliflower rice this entire week, except for the one for the vindaloo, because you need a naan with the vindaloo. And I'm keeping it very simple when it comes to the cauliflower rice, because I'm keeping it at just cauliflower rice with a bit of butter and a bit of salt. Today I added a little bit of cumin, because again, there's no need for me to go all fancy schmancy with the cauliflower rice, because so much flavor is in each of the curries that I've done. So I'm really excited about this. You need to do this. Okay. So that's all I'm going to say now, because I'm hungry and I want more of that. So until next time, and actually next time, if you haven't joined yet my Facebook group, the Keto Foodie, so if you type in the Keto Foodie and you click on my icon, I'm having a live stream at 4 p.m. British time on Sunday, and that would mean it is 7 a.m. I'm sorry, I wouldn't do that to you. 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the US. So Portland friends, sorry, it might just be 7 or even earlier actually. Sorry about that. Yeah, it would be 5 a.m. something around there. Anywho, I'm having a live stream on Facebook on Sunday at 4 p.m. British time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the US, and you can come and ask me any questions. We can talk about these beautiful curries. We can talk about any questions that you have. So come on and join me. I look forward to seeing you, and if not, hopefully I will see you on Monday when I do my update. So I will tell you now, have a wonderful weekend. Keep it keto, and I'll see you then next time. Sunday? Monday? You let me know. Foodie, bye. Now, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. And if you'd like to be notified of our other videos, please click the subscribe button and the bell so you'll be notified of our next videos. Thanks.